Welcome back, everyone. We're going to hit this video hard and fast. If you like it, hit like. If it's too fast, hit pause. If you have any questions, leave a comment. If this is useful, I got more lined up, let me know. Tide is not the same as current. Save yourself a couple of grand in gas money and disappointing trips and learn the difference. So you want to go catch some fluke? You open up your charts. You pick yourself a spot at low tide that you want to be at. You want to fish the entire incoming tide, so you decide 10:36 is a good time to get there. You head out, you get to your spot, things aren't quite like you expect them to be. For some reason, at 10:36 a.m., it's still an outgoing tide. In fact, you're not going to get slack or even an incoming tide until almost 1 o'clock. Your drift is wrong, your speed is wrong, your direction is wrong, you're not going over the fish the way you wanted to, so your presentation is wrong, and you just learned the hard way that tide does not equal current. You want to ratchet up the fish you catch, get yourself a good app, study it, figure out your currents, find yourself some fish. Listen, if you just want to go fishing, go head out at 9 a.m. and enjoy the boat. You want to catch some striper? Go on their schedule. It's the same with fluke, tog, albies. Stripers are probably the best example of this. You want to get a big striper? Get out there at 5 a.m. It's what's necessary most of the time. Yeah, I know it's a Lord of the Rings reference. You're going to have to cut me some slack on this one. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Each of these knots has a purpose. There are more than I can possibly cover in this. Palomar is fantastic for braid. Improved clinch is fantastic for fluoro, right to your hook or to your terminal tackle. Surgeon's loop's perfect for putting weights on fluke rigs. Your tri-lead knot's a solid knot to do fluoro and mono at the hook. Dropper loop's fantastic for homemade fluke rigs, homemade sea bass rigs, saves you a ton of money. And you know, in the Albright knot, get used to doing that knot and get rid of those swivels, reduce your drag, get deeper for fluke without having all that scope. Oh, and for Pete's sakes, wet your fluoro before you cinch it. Stop losing so many rigs. Now, I'm not saying you can't use a 7.0 medium action spinning rod for fluke or striper or porgy, etc. But you won't catch the quality, the size, or the quantity until you start to specialize. So put a rack in the garage, start filling it with rods. You'll thank me later. In my right hand, I got an anchor with 4 foot of chain. In my left hand, I got an anchor with 4 foot of chain and another 20 foot of chain. And this last one, I tell you what, I wish I had known this years before. I don't know how many tog rock piles we pulled up off of because of current or wind, and how many times our anchor didn't hold. But anchoring is not about the anchor. It's about the chain. And this video, this little clip here is going to show you that. That extra chain weight digs that fluke right into that dirt, whatever it is, rock pile down there that you're anchoring on. And if you notice, bouncing boat up and down on the waves and the surge, that chain holds that anchor line right down tight. Without it, popping all that pressure right onto that anchor line, that little 4 foot of chain, and that anchor is going to come up. That's it. We sneaked under 5 minutes. Like I promised, be well, hit like, subscribe. See you later.